So my car has been turboed now for just over a year. It's been daily driven with the CXRacing version 2 kit, and I know there's a lot of you out there who are interested in turboing your car, and this is a real popular option, which there's not that much information, so I thought I'd make a quick video going over what it's been like over the past year, what issues I've had with it, and overall how the kit is, to hopefully help some of you out. Which, before we start, I will say I am running a different turbo and oil lines than what is provided in the kit, but the rest has not been messed with. And I want to start things off with the exhaust manifold because it's the reason I decided to go with this kit over a lot of other ones. I wanted something that not only flowed well, but it was going to be reliable. I didn't want to have to worry about it cracking. I just wanted to throw it on and just not worry about it since the car is a daily driver. And so far that has been the case, which is difficult to see, so I'll put like a photo up on the screen so you can better visualize it. But the runners come off and they kind of snake around before going into a 4-to-1 connector right here, which is right for the turbo. And it's genuinely one of the best manifolds I've seen for a Miata. It spools well, which my car hits 10 psi right around 4,000, which for reference is a 1.6 with a 60 turbine housing, which the turbo that comes with the kit is actually a 48, so it'll spool even quicker, probably around mid 3s. And they used 11 gauge stainless on this. It's really thick. They say it won't crack, which is the reason I decided to go with this whole kit and this manifold. I needed that reliability. Now on to kind of the first issue I've had with the kit. If you look at the downpipe here, it's 2.5 inches. It goes to where your catalytic converter would be, but you can see right here is a coolant line, which I moved over here so you can better see just how close it is, which mine is bypassed, but the stock lines still go like the same place. And also you have your brake stuff here and it goes right by your transmission. And without the exhaust wrap, it would absolutely toast everything in that area. You don't want to be heat soaking your coolant, your brake fluid, your transmission, any of that. So if you go with this kit, I really would recommend wrapping it and putting like a turbo blanket. It really helps to make a crazy difference with the heat in that part of the engine bay, which that's not part of the kits. It's, it's not a problem with it. It's just what happens when you turbo a Miata. I just wanted to make a note of it. Now I want to move on to the intercooler piping and the intercooler itself, which they actually use a smaller size piping here on the hot side, which allows it to snake through here right by your power steering, so you can keep your power steering and you don't have to drill a hole or anything through your fender well like a lot of kits. And the kit comes with mounts to mount your intercooler. It's super sturdy. And the intercooler itself, there's not much to say about it. It works. It's pretty large but not overly big. However, it does block most of the radiator opening. And with the factory radiator, it was just constantly wanting to overheat, which if you're turboing your Miata, you should throw in a nice aluminum radiator anyways. It's no big deal. And on the cold side, they up it back to a 2.5 inch. And if there's one thing I'd say about this kit, maybe if they make a version 3, I wish they would add a bung for a GM air intake temperature sensor. It's what most people are running, and it's kind of a hassle to drill and tap this thin aluminum piping. It's very prone to stripping. I wish they would at least just add a bung. It could be easily blocked off. Now lastly, I just want to talk about the blow-off valve, which is a Grady Type S clone, which I'll insert a clip or two just so you can get an idea of how it sounds. But I've heard of people having issues with these, which is mainly just down to adjusting this tension on the spring properly. Which if you have the spring tension too loose, vacuum will actually pull it open, which I believe that's a lot of the issue people are having, just not adjusting it right. If you have it too tight, it won't open under boost. So you got to find that right medium, just tinker with it. I haven't had a single issue out of it. But that's the kit, and so far it's been solid. So overall, I'd say I'm super happy with the kit, and you're definitely getting your money's worth. And everything just works with it. Everything bolts up. I believe it took me 4 or 5 hours maybe altogether to get everything bolted up, and actually drove it to work the next day. It just works, and that's why I would actually recommend this kit. And obviously if you have any questions about it, the kit, or just turboing a Miata in general, I'm more than willing to help out. Just drop a comment and I'll try to get to as many as I can, which that's the reason I make these videos, is just to help other people out like myself do cool stuff. But that's going to be pretty much it, and I'll catch you on the next one.